Tingles with flyby. Hello, how have you been going? Oh, well, that's good to hear. I'm always happy to hear that. Oh, I've been super excited ever since you sent your email. Not usually that I get to do 2 events for the same person. I know the first event I won't have a ton to do. Yeah, no, that sounds so neat though, going out on a service scavenger hunt as a family. Yeah, obviously a little bit of competitive edge will make it a lot of fun. Yeah, so I do have, before we get into kind of your main Christmas party, I thought we could just talk about a few details on that. Yeah. So I thought it might be fun for you to be able to have kind of like little uniforms or, something for the teams to match each other. So you can get these hats. They are really cute little Santa hats, I think. Well, elf hats. Because it's green. Because he has this beautiful green color. It's got the little pom-pom on the top. And it's really lovely. And then you can have one that has the green color. And then one that has the red color. And that's kind of your 2 teams. And it looks nice for your photos. Yeah, no, gone are the days that I need to arrange disposable cameras for scavenger hunts. Pretty much everybody just does those nowadays on their phone, and they look better than anything we ever used to be able to get with the old disposables. Yeah, so I was thinking you could have that for little hats. And then we have a nice little shirt as well. I'll just show you this. It's a little Santa shirt. And there is an elf variety as well, which matches more the green hat, so you can kind of have the elves versus the Santas. Yeah, so you see just around the neckline here, it has this nice long, deep beard, kind of a little Santa beard there. So, makes you look kind of Santa-y. And then just a nice big belt showing the Santa coat down below. Yeah, so I can get these obviously to keep. You can also get them embossed if you want anything kind of in the middle of this buckle, like, Johnson family scavenger hunt or anything like that. Or we can just keep them plain, keep it kind of low-key in that way. Yeah, that was just an idea that sprung to my head for that, because it sounded like you pretty much had everything else kind of put together for that. Obviously, most of the event really is just going out and trying to find the scavenger hunt items and doing those, service things. But I think that's such a neat idea and really a good way to kind of give back at Christmas time, focus on others. I think that's a great idea. And also a way to have a little bit of fun. So do you like the hats? And well, you can either do everybody with the Santa shirts, or you can have the elf shirts and the Santas kind of as 2 different teams. Yeah, you like the idea of the 2 separate? Okay. So how many? Because I thought I had. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, so that's fine. I don't even need to write that on there, because I was going to write this for our Christmas party. I should have brought some of my fancy stationery, but oh well. So we'll go Christmas party. Okay, so what were we looking at in terms of, compared to last year? is the guest list pretty similar, or because I know you had neighbors, some co-workers, and a little bit of family as well, so kind of a mix. So it's a bit expanded. So do you have the number on how many you anticipate? About 50. Okay. Be pretty large. And budget. Okay. And then was there anything really that you were looking? You did want to have a choir, so did you want something kind of more of a sing-along where everybody can come and, you know, sing together, do Christmas carols, that sort of thing, or more that'll be a performance that people are watching? More of a sing-along, but a high-quality sing-along. Yeah, no, that's fine. So are there a lot of singers among your guests? Or, okay, so we want to get a choir. Now there are a few we can hire out, depends on what size you want to get. So with 50, I know that is possible to do in your home. So are you still keen to keep it at your home, or were you thinking going to a different venue? One of my favorite locations is a beautiful room in the city library. It's got these big, tall ceilings, and you have all these windows that look out over the city. It's really beautiful, and you can set little Christmas trees around the room. A beautiful ballroom floor and lots of Christmas lights. Yeah, the venue comes with tables, chairs, everything like that. So they've actually got a lot on site already there. And they do have a holiday package as well. So they have trees that are available. They have decorations that are available as well. Yeah, we would redecorate them to match what we want for our particular event, but basically they're reused throughout the season. It's also, you know, a little bit economical that way as well, but you get tons of beautiful Christmas trees around then. Yeah, okay. Put this, so we're going to do it at the city library ballroom. Oh no, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous place. One of my favorite venues that's really local to the area. It's great for weddings and everything like that as well. We'll probably, it's quite a large venue, so it can probably go up to 150, up to 200, so we'll probably split it in half. There is a dividing wall through the middle that we can close. Yeah, they do actually rent it out by the half as well, so that somebody else, if we reserve it for our date, would be able to use the other half. If you prefer to not have to worry about the noise from the other party, we can take the whole thing and use that more as a prepping area and that sort of thing, or storage for gifts, or, you know, anything like that. I'd like to go full. Okay, so we'll go full. Obviously, then if you want to expand the guest list a little bit, you can as well. So with that, the choir, they do actually have a set of risers, so you can actually get a fairly large choir in there. And then for your less musically inclined guests, their voices can still be raised to quite a loud volume, but you can still be making a beautiful sound. Yeah? Okay. So we'll look for about the 20-person 4-part choir. Yeah, I'll have to see who's available. There's a few around that are really good, so I won't be able to confirm on that one who exactly we're going to be doing, but obviously, yeah, just send me over the song list that you want, and we can make sure that that jives with what they do. Okay. Yeah, so I think that'll be a lovely venue. So in that room, I'm thinking halfway through, they've got, it's the top level of the library, so it's actually got windows all around. So you'll have windows on all sides. Actually, maybe I'll kind of draw this out for you. So it's kind of like this, but double. So this would be the wall in the middle. So we've got 3 windows here, and they're beautiful, tall, kind of, yeah, arched windows. They're gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, if you drive past the library, if you see the upper floor, and then it's just got 2 larger windows on this side. So I think best, yeah, well, the entry is through here. Yeah, it's an understated entry. It's more about the actual room itself. And then you also have a secondary entry through here as well. So you have 2 little doors here and here. So what I would suggest is we could do the risers, the little choir risers here. They fit quite well right there. So you have little choir risers, and then, well, if we're fitting about 8, so then we would want, what about 7 tables? So they're a bit smaller than that, anyway, I don't know. Some arrangement like that. And then you have your beautiful little Christmas trees right in front of the windows. So you could fit 8 Christmas trees in. As I said, these all come as part of their package. So you have the Christmas trees sitting in front of the windows. They have either multicolored lights or white lights. So we may just want to choose on a color scheme as far as that goes. Okay, so Christmas trees, obviously they are green because they are fresh trees. Beautiful, about 8 feet tall. Yeah, no, they're really large, very, just perfect for these windows. So for let's go on the trees. Would you like just white lights? So kind of the warm white? Okay. Warm whites. And then, I mean, for going around, you can have candle decorations, baubles, you know, the little balls, anything like that. Or, so you want the kind of red string balls, like kind of the fake cranberries, because that's really what they are, but the bright ones. Okay, yeah, now I know what those are. And then you can also do like a nice thick ribbon through the tree. It's a really nice look. And do you want them to all be uniform, or so you just want red, gold, and silver baubles? Okay, so just red, gold, and silver balls. Yeah, they have glittery ones too as well. Yeah, okay, cool. I think that's a nice color scheme, so nothing blue, purple, green. No, just leave the tree to be green more, just, okay. Yeah, no, I think that's a really classy look. And then on the top, would you prefer a star or angels or kind of every other, or, you know, one star or two star and angel toppers? And then one of my favorite pieces is there's actually this beautiful range of tree skirts for around the bottom that you can use. And they have one where basically each is a different Christmas scene. So there's two types. You can either do more Santa themed, and they're still in that old-fashioned type color, so kind of woodsy, goldish, kind of like more this color, and just a really nice coloring, so you can kind of be like Santa's workshop, Santa with his sleigh and the reindeer, or you can have nativity scenes if you want it to be a little bit more Christian leaning. Go to Santa, okay. Santa tree skirts. They have a few others as well, but just with the coloring that you're thinking about, I think that would be the best match, is those kind of, the old-fashioned ones. They're just so pretty. Oh, no, they're just so elegant, just sitting around, and they have this gold trim around the outside. Really marvelous. Yeah, well, the nativity ones are really beautiful as well. You have all these scenes from the Christmas story, you know, Mary and Joseph going into Bethlehem and everything like that, but you stick with Santa. Okay. Yeah, and there are 8 scenes, so it's really something, you know, quietly that people can do as they're going through, is kind of go around and look at the different tree skirts. Yeah, no, it can be really fun. Okay, and then on our centerpieces, or I guess the table decorations, did you want white? Yeah, so we're going white tablecloth. And so one of my favorite things is to do a nice wreath with a candle display in the middle. Yeah, if you light them, you can get really tall candles, or you can get scented candles that have a beautiful cinnamon smell. Really give that Christmas vibe. Yeah, it just depends on what you're kind of thinking as far as that goes. Well, other thing we can do, there's another place I know that we can hire from that has like a Christmas village little homes, and so you can have kind of a big home in the middle there with, you know, associated kind of a table runner underneath, like a nice red table runner with a gold square, and then the house sitting in the middle. You can also do something kind of more like that, but it's Santa stuff. So we have Santa's sleigh, the reindeer, you know, little Santa, Mrs. Claus, elves. Or there's beautiful wood carvings or little nativities, but obviously that probably wouldn't mesh as much with the whole tree skirts if we're going more of a Santa theme. There's also ones that have little paper placemats, kind of that nice paper, not really cheapy, dodgy paper, where it's like a beautiful little gold background, and yeah, just really kind of simple patterns, but like a nice little outline in gold in the middle of Santa, you know, you can see his little beard outline. Yeah, well, I think for me, I mean, obviously varying heights is always the biggest thing. So that's what I love about the wreath center. So you get these beautiful wreath along the outside. That gives you kind of your lower level. And then you have your higher level candle. So you can either do a large candle or you can do a smaller candle with kind of a medium candle arrangement around as well. Just lots of candles there, really beautiful. It really just adds a lot of ambient light as well. That's kind of my personal preference. And then we can match them really easily to the trees as well. And then you can do similar little arrangements on your serving table, which I would put at the back here in between these. Yeah, that's where I put the serving, because the kitchen area won't be on the same place, but I still think the choir is best to go on this side. Then we can get nice drapery to cover up this door, just a really nice kind of sheer, kind of this type color, sheer curtains that hang down over, so it just really has a really nice, because the walls themselves are kind of a cream color. Yeah, and we can hang twinkle lights all through the room as well to add to the color. Yeah, just obviously in that white color, that's what we're really going for with our lighting. And you can have beautiful arches and everything like that. You'll get a fair bit from the trees, and then if we have the candles in the middle as well. Yeah, so you do want to go with that. Okay, so we're going to go wreaths plus candles. No, I think that'll be a really lovely option. It'll look very beautiful. And then, so do you just want it just right there in the middle, or would you like a table runner as well? I think table runners can be really nice, so you can do alternating red and green table runners on the different tables, so you have it going across like this, and then you can have a little square in the middle with if you want to do it more red and gold, then you could have just red table runners with a nice gold piece of fabric in the middle that the wreath sits on top of. Yeah, so you want it more maroon? Yeah, that's fine. We have that for table runner. Table runners, gold square cloth. No, I think that'll look really, really nice. Okay, so that is... So for the songbooks, obviously we can go as cheap as just kind of printing them out, stapling them together, to fully bound choir books. You never like to go with the cheap option, do you? So we're going to go full bound choir books. And so you'll want one per person. Yep, so I want 50 of those. And so do you want just the words, or do you want music as well? Music plus words. Okay. That's fine. That'll be good. And I think, do you want to use the same song list as last year, or... Okay, well, we'll email about that one then, just to make sure we have all the songs we want. Okay, now on to the catering. So you can use the Tingledom catering if you would like. Otherwise, we do outsource to other caterers as well. We normally would do something more like a traditional Christmas feast. We have turkey, hams, potatoes, rolls, jello, eggnog, that sort of thing. Well, if you wanted to go something a little different, we have Indian caterers, or Italian if you want something more pasta-based. Still matches your colors. You got the feast. Okay, so we're gonna go with Tingledom. Okay, so for your meat options, do you want predominant? So do you want a turkey? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna have 2 turkeys. And then do you want ham with glaze and all that? Or, yeah, 2 hams. Okay, and you also want pork, loin, roast with gravy. Yeah, it really depends on obviously what else we do. That's probably a little light on. I might up the number of hams. Yeah, do 4. Okay. Do 4 hams, pork, loin, rice. We'll just make these large. Make sure they're plenty large, the turkeys, and I think that would do it. So for the potato option, we can do baked potatoes, roasted potatoes, funeral potatoes, a real popular option, just so creamy and lovely. They've been expanding past funerals, but still haven't shaken the name, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll do the 50 lot of trays of funeral potatoes. And then as far as the vegetable, did you want more salad or roasted vegetables, steamed vegetables? Want steamed veggies? Okay. So funeral potatoes, the steamed veggies. Yeah, and then for rolls, did you just want classic dinner rolls? Or we can do, cinnamon rolls, lemon rolls, orange rolls, even lime rolls. Definitely want, some more dinner rolls. And cinnamon rolls. Okay, and you'd like some focaccia as well. Yeah. And then do you want something a bit sweet on the side as well? A jello, a mousse. Well, that's more dessert time, but we'll go there. We have a beautiful, one of my favorite displays is the little Christmas display we have. There's a few different ones that you can do with the jello. One is just a really classic, just green jello with raspberries in it. Very delicious. We also have a few molds that we can use, so like a little Santa mold, and then you can flip that off, serve it on a platter with little mini kind of jigglers of reindeer and that sort of thing, because we have those as well. Yeah, so you want to go with the jello option. So yeah, that's kind of the full Christmas jello, so all jellos. But yeah, that one we have like a snowman as well. So with that number of people, we'd probably have about 8 different plates of jello on that. Yeah, okay, cool. That's 8 plates. Yeah, that gives you a lot of options. Really, really yummy. We will do whipped cream with those as well, because lots of people do like whipped cream with their jello. Did you want any sort of soup, or just want to get straight into the meal? That's why we didn't talk about any kind of appetizers or... yeah, so you do want some... yeah. Gingerbread. Cookies. Just really lightly. Yeah, now we can do it that way. lightly frosted. And mixed nuts, yeah, we can do that. Okay. Yeah, that just gives, when people show up, a little bit to nibble on. Usually we'll get into the meal pretty soon into it. Get to drinks and then dessert. So for drinks, I know you're going to want always the apple cider. Yes, of course. Yep. And the eggnog. Of course, homemade. And hot cocoa with candy cane. Yeah, no, okay, I'm not spelling. Okay, there we go. Hot cocoa with candy cane. And then you just want coffee tea as well. Yep, can do that. Okay, and then of course, most important is our desserts. So, yeah, you do want chocolate mousse. Okay. Well, other options we have, I mean, you can go with your kind of pie options. That's a little bit more Thanksgiving-y, but nobody really complains about having pumpkin pie, apple pie. You can do cake, like a chocolate cake, vanilla sponge cake. You can do like a really nice, like a fruit pizza with red and green fruit on the top, so kiwis, strawberries, that sort of thing. And you can do them in all sorts of, if you want it as a Christmas tree or a reindeer, or we can do varieties of them. Yeah, okay, so we'll go the fruit pizza in Santa shapes. So like kind of variety, like Christmas tree, reindeer, snowman. Yeah. Okay. So we have the mousse, the fruit pizza. You obviously have cinnamon rolls. That's kind of more earlier. Yeah, no, we can do little apple turnovers as well, if you'd like. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll be a delicious, delicious meal. I've got my handwriting very neat today. Okay, and then I know one of the big things you always do is the Secret Santa. So that's just more with the invitations that we'll put about bringing a gift. What was the limit you wanted to put? $20? Okay. So that's always really fun. Just, a bit of fun. And do you want us to have any backup gifts just in case anybody forgets? Yes, 5 backup gifts. Yeah, it's just always good in case somebody brings a really dodgy gift or, whatever. Then we'll, just bring those up and they'll just be available for you in that other half. Well, I think that's going to be really nice. So let's just review. We'll make sure we're happy with all the details here. So for your Christmas party, we're going to have it at the City Library in the ballroom. We're going to reserve the full ballroom, but we'll just be staying in half of the ballroom. You have a guest list of about 50 people. We can accommodate up to 56 with the table arrangement that we have here. You will be hiring out a choir. It'll be a 20-person choir, 4-part choir, male and female, and they will stand here on these risers. And then we will have the choir books with music and words, 50 of those, and so those will be sitting at each individual spot as people come in. For our decorations, we will have trees in front of each of the 8 windows showing around there. They'll be lighted with warm white lights, and the fake cranberries stringing around, red, gold, and silver baubles. They'll have alternating star and angel toppers, and the beautiful pieces of art, which are these Santa scene tree skirts. Very old-fashioned, will fit right in with the color scheme. On the centerpieces in our table, we'll have white tablecloths, a beautiful red maroon table runner with a gold square of fabric, on top of which will sit a beautiful wreath and 2 heights of candles. Those will all be pre-lit. And we will also have a curtain along here and twinkle lights running in strings across the top of the room. For the catering, we will be handling that in-house. We'll have 2 very large turkeys, 4 hams with a lovely glaze, 2 pork loin roasts with gravy. On the side, we'll have funeral potatoes, steamed vegetables, dinner rolls, cinnamon rolls, focaccia, and our full Jell-O options, which includes bowls of Jell-O and plates of Jell-O in different molds, both large and small. As a starter, we will have gingerbread cookies and mixed nuts sitting on the table just to munch on as the guests come in. The beverages will be apple cider, eggnog, and hot cocoa with an optional candy cane component. Of course, coffee and tea as well. In our dessert course, we will have chocolate mousse, fruit pizzas in Santa shapes, the variety pack, which includes Christmas trees, Santa Claus, snowman, etc. And we'll also have some apple turnovers. We will prepare the invitations, which will mention that each guest should bring a Secret Santa gift of value $20 or less. We will provide 5 backup gifts, again following that $20 or less for value. So, does that sound pretty good? Oh, I am so excited. Yeah, I mean, just fun to see, everybody, how they go about it's not Secret Santa, White Elephant gift, but they'll know what that is since they didn't get assigned a person to buy them for. Yeah, always a bit of fun there. And then we'll have the choir, lots of singing, obviously eating, drinking. Should be a good time. Now, everybody always loves your Christmas parties, and I don't blame them. I just think you're such a gracious and warm host. It just makes it so enjoyable to be around you. Yeah. Okay, well then we'll get this all out. The invitations, as soon as you get the guest list to me, we'll get them out within 48 hours from when we have the finalized guest list. Okay, sounds lovely. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and and I will get the hats and the shirts to you. Do you need those? Yeah, I'll bring those over to you on Thursday then. Yeah, so you'll be all ready to go on Friday. Lovely. Well, it's been awesome meeting with you. Always my pleasure to take some time to plan out with you, and I'll see you Thursday then. Thanks for watching this video.